we gonna get a Link Ditto?
Homie is really comfortable in the back right there. Yo, that would be crazy. I mean, I was told no hand warmers, so it looks like we are jumping right into it.
Wow, it looks like we got the Link Ditto. Dang. So one of them got the red eyes on deck.
Dark Link. Sometimes
Link.
it be your own. I've been
You're
up
like
for
looking in
only
the
a
mirror.
few months, Charles. What happened?
What happened to Genesis 10 pools, man? Wow, I mean, what are the chances? And I mean, and Japan, like you said, very known for having character specialists that will deep dive into the tech and all of that jazz. So I really, I mean, Link is one of the more technical characters in the game, like most characters with items. You have a lot of crazy stuff and a lot of crazy combos and conversions you go for. But we'll see. I mean, it's always hard to break those out in tournament, right?
Because when you're going for, it's also dealing with the Ditto, you're also navigating through double the amount of equipment that you could try to take advantage of and make it your own here.
If you haven't noticed, Link, very good Nair.
Yeah.
You're going to see that move a lot. Nair and Fair going to be the go-tos. And that's the one thing I always love talking about, those tournament combos, right? Because you have all the crazy optimal stuff. Oh, and that up B should do the trick here.
But put himself in a position where he knew exactly where he would be after the stage tech, too, after getting hit with that bomb. Beautiful. Beautiful placement.
Break out on the boomerang here. The 1-2-3 jab with the boomerang. Not going to get the pop-up here.
We were talking about that earlier. And into the bomb, I mean, ricocheting off of you, just into the perfect position by those side blast zones.
Yeah, I'm surprised Kion went for the directional air dodge there. I mean, very, very optimal punish coming out from ISO.
Keeps him stuck, sandwiched between the bomb here. So once
Nair.
again, with the Nair, it's just always, it lingers for so long, that's why.
And it's so safe. It's like, it is one of the safest neutral airs in the game. It's pretty wild. You kind of put it up there with Foxes, but like, it's just even safer. You don't get the crazy reward. You can get some tech chase and stuff like that, like right there. Sometimes the weak hit is a little too weak, but at higher percents, you can get a lot more out of it.
That and the aerial drift, too, that you get out of it if you want to put yourself in just a better position. Rolls right into it, lingers with that Nair, gets a scoop up into the up tilt, into the up air. I like the empty ops that at least we're seeing here, and just the fact that ISO is not trying to overcommit.
Yeah, ISO with the lead here, actually. I mean, we saw Kion really have the lead in the early game. Oh, there's the double tap off the bomb!
Of his and Keon's right there. What?
Wow, very, very impressive. Okay, snatch it up the bomb. Okay, this is what I like to see. We're juggling back and forth, the single bomb here.
Oh, that was great. He knew he wanted to roll back too. Even though the bomb was there, he knew that the bomb wasn't even going to put enough pressure. He is cooking.
And Kion knew that in that situation, you had to pull the bomb, so the double jump bomb pool getting punished by Kion's own charge bomb there.
Right, parry. Trying to keep his distance right now. The down air, Keon's playing so aggressively now. I mean, he's living to 172.
There's so many stray hits you got to watch out for, mainly that forward air. 178% here. Okay, that bomb really stopping everything.
Boomerang into boomerang. Trying to cover the ledge. Waiting patiently to do the up B out of shield instead.
And it's really important that you understand which side you're facing as well. The up B out of shield, you know, that fast part of that up B comes out in the front side, so sometimes you got to be reverse it out of shield.
Oh, the grab moment as he lands, but it was inevitable, living to almost 205% after getting hit with that grab.
Yeah, not going to go ahead and try to juggle both bombs here. Gunn is going for the simple stuff into the forward air. And, I mean, just great bomb control, bomb awareness. Honestly, coming out from both players.
We talk about Kion using the thumb. He's using the thumb pad to actually put more of like resistance between his thumb and the controller, so he has better grip.
Wow. I mean, hey man, sometimes you got to bring out everything, even outside of the game, to do this Link tech. It's hard. It's hard.
Actually, that's actually such a good idea, especially if your analog stick is not the best condition and you're missing like the gummy part.
Oh yeah. See, we're older, so we're getting hype over like all that kind of stuff.
Sorry.
we didn't even like. Vicky didn't even bring up the gameplay. Vicky's
I
like,
didn't
yo, check out that resistance pad. Like, yo, that's hype.
Oh my! Because I mean, when you're playing a character like Link, you have to make sure that you're pretty accurate with the way that you want to position your bomb, and you want to go for the follows like we saw from Kion earlier.
Yes,
that was so beautiful.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense. If there's any type of player base not surprised that the Link players got the resistant bands on deck. All right? Wait, man, it's Genesis 10.
Let's go.
Bring out everything.
Bring out all the guns here, even from the Link players coming in the Link Ditto, no matter what.
God, this is just so exciting. You gotta, I mean, imagine both these players like, oh wow, I get to challenge a Link player from another region here. So a lot to prove here and a lot of different clashes of styles. And I mean, it's cool because we're seeing both of them showing off their technical prowess as well at the same time.
And it's still both very different in its own way too. Oh, but he meant to go for a turnaround grab, unfortunately misses out. Goes up his own bomb so that way he could reposition on that top platform.
Yeah, I mean, you see Link players do that all the time, especially the most common going to be in recoveries. But I like how you pointed that out on that higher part, on that juggle situation. You be like, you know what? I'll take some damage. I'll be on the left side of the stage instead.
Just to go for a reset. Sometimes even if you want to go for a recovery reset, it's better to just stay center stage if you have that ability. At 149 though, Keon's got stage control, hits him with the one hit of the arrow, and it's that nair to get the regrab too on the bomb.
Yeah, and the nair actually being a very weak hit, so beneficial there, especially if your opponent does not have that double jump available. You just need that weak hit. Such an active move right on for that neutral air there. So Keon showing the offstage prowess and knowing that ISO did not have a bomb in that situation. No bomb could mean no bomb recovery.
Good awareness too. It was linger for a while, but off of that parry goes for the up smash.
And I like that too because after the parry, there's a little bit of a bounce, right? So utilizing a move that has a little bit more vertical range.
Gives him some space too to answer right back. Boomerang is going to be the insurance policy that he needed. Keon, I like how Keon's going for more of these empty hops, dashing back to give ISO more space so that way he could try to recontest in this point. Because he's living a 136 playing extremely patiently, and that damage is still racking up.
Well, it's interesting because it's such a crazy switch up, right? I mean, I feel like Keon was the one that was doing the first nairs and stuff like that. Nice conversion coming out from ISO. The back air one, not letting the move finish. Fastball down right into the up tilt. The up tilt actually starts right behind you as well. Great conversion, but a lot of damage here to make up.
Off of fair. Boomerang just trying to hold forward, but off of another parry, it's that up B out of shield. To answer right back, sends the bomb over to control the ledge.
Recovery.
What? The drift back to avoid the hitbox on the bomb.
Very smart sub, and then ISO getting through with the bomb, the up tilt, gonna get the shield, but of course the return. Keon gonna showcase, I got those confirms on deck too.
The 1-2 with back air, make sure I drag it down to cancel the second hitbox so that way I can actually get the follow-up. Very nice with it.
Oh, platform tech chase here. These platforms, very small forward air, can actually cover most of these platforms. Gets the air
nice
dodge into the reset here, up before the damage, and Keon just cashing out on everything right now.
It's more of these empty hops that we're constantly seeing to force the pressure onto ISO to try to go behind him, and Keon gets the read immediately afterwards.
Yeah, and like you said, more movement based, right? And then whiff punishing with things like down tilt and some of these aerials as well. Oh, here's the Z-drop regrab. Okay, ooh, we moving with it. We got the item tech.
ISO's just staring at him like, all right, you can dance.
Ooh, okay, and yeah, you can charge the up. You always forget about that.
Just a little bit more. Oh, trying to go for something cheeky right there with the bomb tossed down on the ground after catching it once again with the Z-grab.
It's like so fun, especially when there's two bombs on the map too, like keeping track of who's
They're juggling, like they're in the circus.
Oh, that's gonna be it. Yeah, the return up B. I like that. Not even letting ISO get some kind of mix-up, right? Like, oh, I'm gonna fast forward to ledge. It's like, I'm just gonna strike you and punish you with this up B. Guaranteed stuff. And that's, I mean, what an incredible Link Ditto. We saw so much of the tech and showcasing of the character. We saw Nair being strong up front, but then also the whiff punish game of Link as well by Keon. I mean, just great stuff.
Also the hot and cold playstyle that we saw from Keon himself. And I feel like in the first game, he was much more up front in ISO's face, whereas in this second game, it was much more bait and punish, waiting outside of ISO's space, so that way he could answer right back while not putting himself in a vulnerable position. He always stayed center